right, AB, how was kind of like the bye week spent? Was it a lot of reflecting? Was it a lot of looking forward? Like typically, how do you kind of spend that bye week in this instance?
Um, I would say reflecting was more of a day after the game and the next day, but after that it was just all working and getting our bodies right for this week.
What do you see from Cal's defense?
Um, Very active, physical, feisty, very similar to our defense.
When you look at the matchup last year, obviously Kyler started that game, but I mean, when you look at it, can you take anything from that matchup last year? Obviously, you guys have DeRuiter now. Does he kind of give you pointers?
Um, I haven't asked for any pointers, but you can see the similarities between what our defense runs compared to what they're doing now, and see like their rules, and see how some things changed from last year. And ultimately, it's just very similar in scheme.
Maybe walk us through what the communication is like for you pre-snap with your offensive line, and just how difficult was it to not have Alex out there, and how do you guys address that with your communication?
It wasn't as difficult as you would think. Ryan does a hell of a job with preparing, so it wasn't as bad. And just moving forward, we're just continuing to get on the same page.
You talk about the tone of practices this week, especially what did you want to work on coming into this game?
I would say there's a lot of things to work on. Nothing specific. I would say you're going to see a lot of different things in this game, and just high execution. So just continuing to work on being consistent and moving forward with that.
CJ's injury, I don't think anyone doubts Travis's his talent. He's never, though, in his career had more than like 15 carries really on average for him. What gives this team confidence that he can kind of shoulder this load? I'm not trying to be critical of him, but where does that confidence come from?
Trav works his tail off, and he's been working his tail off. Not that CJ hasn't been. I'm trying to figure out how to put this, but CJ and him have always been together. But with the younger backs, they can also carry that load more than people may think. So it's not going to be more than putting more weight on Trav's back than it would be before. So everybody's ready and everybody's preparing. So
those younger running backs, we haven't seen a lot of them in games. What have you seen from them in practice since start of the season till now? Where's their development been at, you feel like?
I would say right now they have more confidence than they ever had before, and I'm just excited to see them play in a game setting. So.